Welcome. It's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com, and we're in full New Year's Eve party mode. A few days early, but only a few days early, and kind of explain what we're doing today. I just read that champagne is in short supply. It didn't make it in like a lot of things. Didn't get in for shipping, COVID restrictions, blah, 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 and it just didn't make it in. And December is usually the time where you get all the sales, and there's just no sales right now. I mean, if anything, the prices are higher, which makes it the perfect time to start looking for quality champagne substitutes. And they're out there. And, you know, this isn't one of those, I think we did a $10 Cabernet Sauvignon from Trader Joe's that was actually maybe a $25 restaurant wine. You know, this ain't one of those. It's not that, well, maybe it is that much of a saving. But what I have today is the Argyle Willamette Valley Vintage Brut 2017. Made in the champagne style. It is 55% Chardonnay, 30% Pinot Noir, 15% Pinot Meunier. Pinot Meunier is the secret ingredient of all champagnes. They always got a little bit in there somewhere. And I'm going to take a sip because this is, I found it for $21. And we'll explain why that is a cheap wine. This is an estate wine. There's 3 different vineyards here. Argyle has been around since '87. In the Willamette Valley, they are very well known for their Pinot Noirs, their Chardonnays, and their Rieslings, and for their sparkling wines. Willamette Valley, Pinot Noir, there are wine experts who think they might be the equal or even better than Burgundy when it comes to that, especially in a certain price range. I mean, there's Burgundy Pinot Noirs that sell for $3,000 a bottle, and I don't think Willamette Valley's doing that yet, but in the upper ranges, they're really competitive with the world. So this is from a small batch. They made less than 29,000 cases, which isn't super small, you might think, but when Dom and Moet make 1 million bottles each of their wines, and that's what happens with champagnes, it's usually popular. It is small. So it's an estate wine. It's vintage dated. To start getting champagne that's vintage dated, you're looking at $60, $70, and champagne is almost never estate. Most champagnes are purchased from vineyards. It's growers who grow for them. They've been growing for them for decades. Most champagne houses don't have a great deal of vineyards. This is a 2017, and it's been second fermentation. The triage is 3 years minimum. It's another thing. When you look at champagnes that have been 3 years in the bottle, that's not the $35 ones. We're starting talking about getting pricey, and the longer it's the second fermentation goes, the more expensive it gets. And this one has all the high-end details checked off with great grapes, a great winery, long time for the second fermentation. The longer it goes, the creamier it gets, the more the wine gets complex and detailed, and the more the bubbles get incorporated in there, and the creamier and the smoother and the sleeker it gets. And it has this, and it's $21 rather than $75. So I guess that's why it is a cheap wine finder wine, especially now that I hate to say entry level for champagne, because $35, $40 wines are not entry level, but it is for that genre. And this is way cheaper. And this is a wine that in other years you might overlook. You know, when they have a sale on Mums or what have you, the Taittinger is, $20 off, everybody gets that. But when you're starting to look like, I don't really want to pay extra for champagne, but I do want something that is well made, is delicious, it comes from great grapes, has great details, and it still doesn't cost a lot of money. Second sip right there. And I'm going to pour myself a little bit more because it's that good. I mean, It is perfectly possible to have this in a blind tasting with champagne wines and of various price ranges and like this better. I mean, it's perfectly possible. The one thing with champagne houses, you're getting decades, if not centuries, of experience. And here they've been making sparkling wine for over a decade or so. But they've gotten to learn and have the same equipment and know-how that champagne has. So it's not like they were starting from square one when they started off. So not having the experience, I mean, they will probably, as time goes on, get better and better and better. But it doesn't mean they're not kicking it now. It's got tons of bubbles. The bubbles are really energetic. I mean, it's the color is silver with a little hint of gold and maybe a little bit of amber. It's smooth, it's sleek, it's not overly yeasty. It's got some brioche in there. It's got good flavors. The acidity makes you want to take another sip, but it doesn't bite. This is a really good bubbly. My favorites are more Pinot Noir than Chardonnay, but this thing's rocking it for me right now. If they make another one with more Pinot Noir, let me know. I mean, I'll go find it. They didn't have it at the store I went to. And it's like with 29,000 cases, that means it is available. You might have to go to maybe you find it at a top-end grocery store, but you're more likely to find it at a good wine shop. So it's out there, and it's cheap than champagne, especially since champagne is not on sale, and there's just not enough of it to go around. It's not that they're being mean to you. It's not enough there. You're going to buy it anyway. It'll go, but why spend the extra money for something where you can get a great wine for $21? Just took another sip. It was delicious, balanced, smooth. It goes down really easy. Sometimes people say easy to drink like it's a bad thing, but any wine that's hard to drink is a bad thing, not a bad thing. So I think certain phrases get misconstrued. Easy to drink is great, and this is easy to drink. And I'll give the name again: Argyle Willamette Valley 2017 vintage wine. Brut, dry, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and it rocks. If you're looking to drink some great bubbles and you can get 2 bottles for the price of a champagne wine, hey, that is a cheap wine finder wine. So there you go. We got more coming up. Hang with us because we got a few more before the New Year's, and then we'll relax a bit and start all over again in 2022. So stay safe, stay healthy, and keep it cheap. And we'll be talking to you in a day or so. So adios, bye-bye.